everyone. I'm Malika. I hope everyone is having a good semester so far and everyone is doing great. So, for this video, I just want to touch upon the different ways of communication and how it's effective. So, as we all know that there's so many ways in how we communicate in business. But the three main ways that I'm going to talk about today is through email, instant messaging, and text messaging. As we all know, email means electronic mail. So basically, with email, you could send it 24 hours a day, anytime, to anywhere. And it's effective because at the end of the day, you know that person will get the message. So you don't have to wait on them to pick up the phone or wait on them to get a letter in the mail. You know that the person will receive the message. As long as they have internet access and the right connection and an email and a password, they will receive the message. So email is effective because it allows, like I said, the user and the receiver of the email to email you at any time, anywhere, any time zone, anywhere in the world. The second reason that it's effective is because it reduces telephone interruptions. So let's say, for instance, you're in a meeting and someone's want to reach you, but they can't reach you. If they send you an email, you know you can always respond to them in a timely manner. A timely manner meaning 24 hours. Because if you keep responding right away, it will just say that you're either not paying attention to your work or you're just more focused on the email. And another way that is effective, it's the fact that it saves money. Like I was just saying, with email, you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay for a stamp. You don't have to pay for paper. You don't have to pay for ink. You don't have to pay for none of that. It's just one touch of a button and an email gets sent. And with email, you always have to make sure that you check it promptly. Because, for instance, if I send you an email today and you check it 5 days later, that would that would seem inappropriate and not focused on your job, because at the end of the day, with an email, you expect an immediate response. Another way to communicate effectively is through IM, which is instant message. And with instant message, basically, although it may seem that it's not effective, it is in some businesses because you don't really have to use like regular English, you know. You could use slangs, but at the same time, you have to make sure you keep it appropriate, because if you're talking to a customer, you don't want to say, for instance, TTYL, which means talk to you later, or be right back in 30 minutes, or BRB. That is so inappropriate. So that's one of the things you have to be careful for with instant messaging. But a lot of businesses seems to be using that now with the rise of social media to get customers and just to get a better flow of everything and to understand their customers as well. The third one is text messaging. So with text messaging, it's basically a social communication tool. It's more of it's more used socially, but it could be used business wise. Because, for instance, let's say I have a business and I have my cell phone number on my card. If, for instance, I'm closed, you could always reach me. So that's kind of like a professional way to text. So with text message as well, it's convenient because, for instance, if I'm in a meeting and you text me and I'm not able to answer my phone, I will be able to text you back right away without interrupting anybody. And for my citation, I basically used the book, chapter 5, and just every bullet in the book I summarize. For instance, let's say page 55, it talked about the effective use of email. So I just went through that and I summarized the page. And I also used a blog on Forbes called Art of Effective Business. And basically he was just talking about the way to communicate in a businesses and the way to make it stronger. Also, I used another blog by Melanie Dato, and she was just talking about how effective text messages are in communication.